What's up, my Finna love sisters? Finna D coming to you all from Finna Team and News. I just want to start off by saying when Kenya went into Cynthia Bailey's kitchen, it was talking about possibly, not serving her husband, papers for custody or divorce. And she broke down into the "you got served" dance. Oh my gosh. I cracked up laughing. That's what I like. Yes, there's absolutely nothing wrong with crying, explaining your story, being transparent, talking about your family and all of that. But I love the fun, the goofy, we're just having a great time moments. And when she was break dancing like the movie and all of that, like, aha! Oh man, I laughed. I just love that moment so much. I love every single moment with her and LaToya. Yes, LaToya was shady. We're going to get into the breakdown of LaToya and the other girls, but I just wanted to start the video to just highlight those hilarious moments, just funny. I like that. Other people had their drama, their husbands and their drama. It was nice to have an episode of our girl throwing fun shade here and there, but simply just laughing and having a great time. So let's get into it. I will address the ratings and certain things that's going on Twitter in the next video, because that girl over there responded, but there's some discrepancies about if she responded to the ratings or was she talking about something else. Okay, I want to focus on the girls and what happened in episode 2 of season 13. So that will be my next video. So any conversations about the ratings and all of that, hold on to that for that video, and then leave those comments over there because I will address everything in that video. Okay, now let's start with Cynthia Bailey. I don't understand Cynthia. Oh my goodness. And I know most of you call her like flip-flopper or whatever else the case might be. But I don't understand how she can constantly bring other people on this show and all of that, and constantly has people who come on this show and disrespect Kenya, and she stands in their presence and don't check them, laugh with them. Example, Eva, before Eva realized that, okay, I don't want that smoke, okay, with Kenya. Eva was disrespectful, talking about Kenya's age and all of that, as we saw Drew bringing up Kenya's age again in Cynthia's presence, even though Cynthia is older than Kenya, okay? And I'm not shading her age. I'm just saying, Cynthia bring these friends on and disrespect Kenya. She laughed in their presence and all of that. But when Kenya have someone who's being goofy with her, it's a problem. Like, girl, sit down. For her to come on talking about you just met this girl and you bring her over at your house. Yes, it's real life, but it's also a camera and all of you are doing a job. So you are at work. So it's not like Kenya went in the streets and found LaToya, no Bravo cameras, no check involved. Yes, random, come to my house. Didn't you see Kenya chase some strangers with her gun of more manner? We all remember that. So if Kenya will do something like that, then we know she's not just bringing no random people in her house. It's a job, and it's clear, okay, since last season, Kenny been bringing LaToya around. Kenny been hanging with LaToya. For some reason, it just didn't work out last season, and that's the reason why she did not end up on the show. But it worked out this season, and that's why she's here. So LaToya been around for a long time, and she's just not this random girl. What was interesting to me was when Cynthia sat down with LaToya, and then in the same breath said, "Oh, I'm having an event at, Lake Bailey, and I want you to come." Wait, so it's weird and strange for Kenya to have LaToya at her house, but it's not weird and strange for you to invite her to your house in the same breath. And also, it's a show. The producers wants her there. She's a part of all of you getting your check. So you don't have a say whether she comes or not. The end. So I just thought that part was very interesting when Cynthia Bailey did that. Also, Kenya going to get LaToya. It's pretty clear that Cynthia Bailey and Kenya Moore been around each other for a long time. They have a long friendship. So Cynthia, you know how to get around Moore Manor. So it made sense for Kenya to go to the door, okay, and bring her in and, direct her to where to go and all of that, okay? So that was that. I completely understand why most of you call Cynthia Bailey a flip-flopper, why most of you think that she's not really a friend to Kenya Moore, and the list goes on, because what real friend is going to do this right here? Saying things like Kenya is not normally welcoming to the new girls. Bravo is going to roll the negative clip. And why is Cynthia Bailey behaving like Kenya just come out of nowhere and attack random new people? That is never the case. The whole saying, don't come for me unless I send for you, that's the whole point. She's always defending herself. She's normally not the person shady and coming for people. Most of these people come on this show with, things being fed to them and them watching the show on their own, and based on the negative editing, they come on the show with their mind made up that, oh yeah, Kenya is the one to watch. Or if you want a few scenes or you want to make a mark on this show for yourself and make a name for yourself, go after Kenya Moore. It's only when people do that she retaliates, because she's defending herself. I'm going to introduce Drew the right way and talk about her, but I want y'all to pay attention to the editing, okay? Drew comes in. Kenya, they showed a clip of Kenya calling her a stray, right? But apart from that, you saw Kenya ask her what happened to her leg. You saw Kenya give her a hug. It was LaToya who was dismissive. It was LaToya who talked about her hair. It wasn't Kenya. When they do the confessionals, the producers either show them clips of what happened or feed them lines of, okay, in this scene, XYZ was here. XYZ said this. This is what's going on in this scene. What do you have to say? And that's what in the confessionals the girls are reacting and responding to what's going on in that scene. So Kenya already got word that Drew shaded your age, or Drew said A, B, and C about you. Oh, so she's talking about me? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and then talk about her as well, because you can't come for me when you have never met me. You don't even know me. You're already talking about my age, dissing my acting career, but trying to hide behind, oh, no, I'm not being shady. But of course, they're going to edit it in a way, because you don't go from calling someone a stray, to hugging her goodbye, asking her what happened to her leg and all of that. So it's all Bravo editing. For them to constantly show clips as if Kenya just came for people and not show that Eva came for her and she simply responded, and that yes, she apologized for pulling Kim Field's chair, but Kim constantly came for her and downplayed her career and she responded. And then the girl at Cynthia Bailey modeling situation, she was simply giving the girl constructive criticism of how you dress when you come to a casting call. And look, Cynthia, we're going to agree to disagree. So I completely see where most of you are coming from when you constantly say that Cynthia Bailey is not her friend. It's so strange to me that Cynthia Bailey sat there to complain that Kenya normally don't like the new girls and she doesn't understand why she's inviting LaToya to her house. But then when Kenya is welcoming to a new girl who is LaToya, then you sit there and complain and give Bravo ammunition to pull old clips, and just make it look like Kenya just come out of nowhere and attack people, which is not the truth. Also, by Cynthia Bailey saying LaToya was this random person and this stranger that Kenya invited in her home, she basically called LaToya a stray, like Drew. The only difference is Cynthia Bailey did not use those exact words, but then turned right around and invited LaToya to her house. So yeah, Drew, of course, coming on and shading Kenya age and talking about, oh, we don't, work in the same age bracket. Like, girl, see, this is where this is where I have to be careful, because I do not want to downplay anyone's career. We all work hard, and it would be insulting to downplay another woman's career. But I don't understand why Drew is acting like she have like a Halle Berry resume or something. Like, girl, okay, yes, you are on the game and other little shows here and there, but I be in the crowd with the Megan Goods and this, that, and the third. It's like, girl, sit down. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm talking about right there. She comes on, she shades Kenya age. She, tried to shade Kenya acting resume. But then when Kenya respond, then Kenya is the problem. And Kenya never likes the new girls. And Bravo showing flashbacks of Kenya not liking the new girls. But when other people who's done worse were on the screen, I didn't see any flashback of, Porsha and Cynthia fight. I didn't see any flashback of Porsha pulling Kenya hair. I didn't see any flashback of Porsha chasing her assistant behind the building. I didn't see those flashbacks. I didn't see, Porsha went from fighting people to fighting for the people. That would have made perfect sense. Not just, she didn't know what the underground. Yeah, she went from fighting people to fighting for the people. That would have been a great tagline. I'm just joking. But yeah, we didn't see that. We saw one little clip of Porsha having a moment, and that was it. But we get to see 150 different clips of Kenya Moore and her moments. That's how I already know Bravo is very biased. They're so desperately, once again, Kenya Moore is a villain. Let's go for her. But other people can sit around, shade her age, shade her acting career, and all of that, and it's cool. But anyway, so that's that. But let's go ahead and move on. Of course, Porsha being locked up and all of that. Like I said, I would not be showing pictures of Porsha arrested or anything like that, because all of the videos that I've shown Porsha getting arrested and all of that have been flagged by YouTube. So you saw it on the show and all of that. Kudos to Porsha for what she's doing. You can clearly see that in as much as the movement is powerful, Bravo still wants to maintain, hey, talk about other things in your life. So she did bring up Dennis. Same old, different day. As we know now, he said he was single online. She said she's single. She recently did an interview and said she's still single, but they're still cool. She's on Instagram promoting his new brand. So what, that's the father of a child, like I said in the last video, and they will always be connected. So whatever that, happens moving forward, I wish them the best. Okay, so that was that about Porsha. Congratulations to Riley. I've already talked about Riley graduation on this channel. I posted pictures, videos, and all of that. So that's why I didn't really talk about it. But congratulations to Riley. The whole, sit down and tasting wine and the wine tasting at Lake Bailey, or should we say River Bailey in LaToya. Also about the whole wine tasting situation. Y'all already know the shade she was trying to throw because Kenya was having fun with her in Greece and asked her questions and all of that is clear. Kenya was joking with her friend, but it's clear that Bravo desperately want Kenya Moore and Cynthia Bailey to have a falling out so they can have a story. And that's it. And Kenya is not allowing that to happen. But you know what? Desperate times, if Cynthia Bailey feels like her job is being threatened and she has absolutely no other way to go, I won't be surprised if she gives in to Bravo and go after or go against Kenya Moore because she wants to save her job. I mean, we've seen it happen over and over again. She knew her friend was joking in Greece because Kenya Moore was the person who suggested that they go to Greece because Cynthia Bailey have a wine cellar. Someone who is suggesting that a cast trip happen in a different country that's going to help their friend's career is not someone who's trying to ruin that career or that business. That was Cynthia Bailey's moment to say, let me just say this one thing. We're all here because of Bravo, yes, but also because of my friend Kenya Moore, because she suggested. So yes, she was coming at me about the wine situation, but it was all in fun. So I'm glad that Kenya said, like, Bailey, I'm driving. I have nothing to say. I'm glad that Kenya did that. Cynthia wanted opinions. I'm glad that Kenya just blamed it all on the fact that I'm driving. I can't drink. I'm drink some. but I have nothing to say. Perfect, because it was all Black-owned businesses. So had she gave her honest opinion on some of them, oh my gosh, Kenya putting down Black-owned businesses. So I'm glad she just sat there and said, nope, I'm driving, can't drink much. I've had some to drink, and I'm just gonna leave it there. So that's that. When Cynthia told Milo to go and sit by her best friend, joking around, Kenya Moore, and Milo said, we can act right. We can be ladies, right? And Kenya responded, well, some of us can act to be ladies, and some of us are ladies. I'm like, oh, Lord, here she goes. Let's act as some of us are, so she and Milo had their little shady movements here and there in confessionals and all of that, but she said it had a come to Jesus moment, and hopefully we get to see that on the show. So that was that. Drew having surgery and Kenya asking her what's wrong and genuinely, caring about her and just wanting to know what happened to her. And then LaToya completely dismissing their conversation. Yeah, I didn't think that part was cool. Or you know what? It can also be editing. You never know. But that was nice of Kenya. Mike Hill making that hilarious face with Kenya and LaToya were having their moment about, pulling hair or whatever the case might be. LaToya talking about, she got to set Kenya up, all these different things going on. But at the end of the day, what I gathered from that episode is the funny and goofy and hilarious, I'm just laughing, having fun side of Kenya that we all love. And LaToya is simply just trying to make a mark for herself on the show. All of the girls have done it, and that's all she's doing. Call her desperate or whatever, that's what she's simply trying to do. LaToya was on YouTube with her family for years. So to go from YouTube to people being able to, turn the TV on and see a girl who started on YouTube on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, that's major for her, okay? Now, I heard allegedly she got a peach, but because her husband doesn't want to do the show or have their kids on the show, that's why she doesn't have a peach. But, we shall see. People saying LaToya is too much and she's doing too much. I mean, the meatballs was cold. We came to your house and you serving us cold food, like, girl, whatever. Meeting somebody and then talking about, their hair is, petty and little, high school-ish or whatever the case might be. But hey, a lot of these girls came on this show shading people, okay? A lot of them came on going in on other people just to make a mark. And that's exactly what LaToya is doing. Am I excusing her behavior? Absolutely not. I'm just saying, let's not sit here and behave that these other girls are saints and that they did not come on this show having extra moments just to solidify the spot on the show. Let's not do that, okay? So, LaToya talking about Drew's hair, she was just adding some spice to the show. That's all she was doing. Oh my gosh, take it down a notch. And they're like, oh, you belong on Love and Hip Hop and that. And I'm like, but other people who's fighting, like the Love and Hip Hop people fight, but they're still on the show holding center peach. But she needs to be on Love and Hip Hop. Like, ciao, bye. Yes, I'm aware that Porsha did anger management. I'm aware that Porsha, is not fighting anymore. So when I bring up what Porsha has done, it's not me basically throwing that in her face. You see how Bravo constantly repeat things that Kenya has done, but they're always one-sided. I don't do that here, okay? I might talk about Porsha past, but in this same video, I also talked about her getting arrested and everything that's happening and saying kudos to Porsha. So, however, if what I'm talking about is relevant, okay, if Porsha past is relevant to what I'm talking about, I will always use it as an example. However, I will also always highlight the good things that she's doing, and that's the difference between what I do here and Bravo. I will always give props, regardless if people feel like it's fake, it's a storyline, it's not real. Hey, at least she's out there and she's raising awareness. I'm just simply saying, if you're going to say LaToya belongs on Love and Hip Hop because it's ghetto and they're fighting and things like that, well, on this same very show on Bravo called The Real Housewives of Atlanta, there are people on the show who are housewives who's been fighting. So are they ghetto too? My point. So let LaToya live. Now trust me, I've seen LaToya on YouTube, and trust me, okay? She's feisty and she's grown a lot. You know, I'm sure she's going to have a little moment with Kenya this season and all of that. So I'm not over here saying just because she's laughing with Kenya, you know, LaToya is 100% all right with me. I'm just saying she's no different than the people who's been fighting on this show. And if you think she belongs on Love and Hip Hop, then the people who's on here holding the peach who's been fighting needs to be on Love and Hip Hop as well. That's all I'm saying. Fair, right? Moving on. And then, you know, when she said, I can't stand you, I was like, oh my gosh, wait, what happened? Can we get an in between? And then she was talking about the show that Drew was on. I was like, oh, thank you, because that was just random to just, hi, I'm Drew, I don't like you. Okay, so I'm glad that LaToya was joking around and talking about the show. Now, of course, a conversation about marriage and separated. When I tell you Twitter dragged Drew so badly, I'm going to do a completely separate video on Drew and her husband who disappeared for 3 days situation, okay? But Twitter was like, girl, you over here arguing about separation and marriage when your husband was separated. So I'm going to save all of that for the next video, okay? Malo, we all know Malo been a fan of Kenya Moore forever. We know that she's desperately wanting to be her friend again and all that, but then turn right around and go inches away from Kenya and, you know, basically try to poison LaToya's mind about Kenya and then try to hug Kenya while she's leaving. Whether she was joking or not, I appreciate Kenya for sensing people's energy. Like, girl, get away from me, I rebuke you. I was like, yes. You know what I'm saying? Get some wine and sprinkle it on her like some holy water. Like, girl, back off me. So I love that Kenya did and said that. Basically, don't come over here trying to hug up on me and call me your sis when you were just in the kitchen shading my marriage. Always shading someone's marriage, their family, this, that, and the third, when that's everything she wants for herself. So anyways, nothing surprised me there. But I just love the fun energy between Kenya and LaToya. And even if it wasn't LaToya, anyone. I love when the girls, yes, they have their shady moments and all of that. But I love when they can just come together, just have fun, put all that petty stuff aside, and just be great. So this episode was fun. I liked it. And that's why I'm going to end it. I'm sure I missed some things. Mike in the background talking to Drew's husband. Like, I'm sure I didn't miss anything important. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'm wishing all of the ladies well. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. The end of here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.